For those of you who are standing in a point of your path, that your quest is becoming more intense, you will be summoned upon to start giving real steps, testing your determination, your devotion, your sincerity, the levels of sacrifice you are willing. If you're in a real process, opposition will be there. Because these steps will seem anti-natural. They seem moving against, opposite to everyone else. The world will start shouting, "Stop what you're doing! Are you crazy?" Even in the spiritual world, these days, these poetic groups, they will say, "No, no, no, no." But if this is coming from the heart, your mind will resist, the world will resist. Even from other worlds, there will be resistance. Ah, yes, illusion is more elaborated than you imagine. And it will seem in that moment that you have no more strength, that you cannot continue. And that is a choice. But it may seem the only choice, but it isn't. These are pussycat steps, or laying low. But there's something as lion steps. And you can take this opposition as a sign, as your heart is calling you, the world is resisting against it. This makes it clear, and you are fearing it. This makes it clear that this is where you need to go. And if you use this opportunity correctly and assert your steps through the storm, you will discover a strength, a power that you never knew it was there, that it could be possible for you. So these storms are an invitation and a test to test your determination, your motivations, your attitude, to allow you to realign if needed, to allow you to discover a strength you never knew it was there, to help you to conquer your fears. And when you're feeling this from your heart, and your other colleagues are telling you, there's nothing to be done, you can answer them, Has this been working out for you? Good? Well, then keep going. The heart commands. Listen to this. The mind will always, 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 always convince you to do nothing. By engaging in multiple spiritual activities, or in none whatsoever, it doesn't make a difference if it's not coming from a living guidance in your heart. Or it may seem to come from outside, but your heart is confirming it. But this confirmation comes once in a while. The heart doesn't speak much. Then the mind takes over the rest of the time, makes a big confusion. But who are you trusting? The seeker of truth? His mind has been surrendered to his heart. It doesn't decide anything. It doesn't use the logic. The only logic the mind uses is, I know nothing, so what can I say? But to take the commands and do what I'm being told. This is the only logic. Any other logics are discarded by this higher logic, by this prevailing logic. So mind becomes a tool, not a guide, a servant, not a master. The heart says yes or no, this or that. And when the heart is in charge, in the beginning, if you are sincere, it will put you through hell, through your own hell, so that you may be free from it, that you may be detached from it. Lion steps. The lion is there. He may be in the middle of others, but he takes care. There's no one to take care of him. He opens the path. He takes the decisions. He lives and he dies by them. Nowhere for him to seek comfort, because he also doesn't need it. For your quest to become alive, you have to find this strength inside of you. And in the beginning, as you are trying to give sincere steps, you will be tested. Opposition will come. And this opposition will be from where it really, really hurts. Because this is about your own illusion, your private, personal world, personal existence, personal fears, personal beliefs. As the command from the heart comes, your mind, in the beginnings, the world will go against, and then we will see What is more important? The world? Others? Fears? Attachments? Or truth? Or guidance? You will show this. You will affirm this by your actions. And every step of the way of a seeker of truth has to be authentic. If you understand everything first and act later, you have missed the value of it. All the steps are in faith because they don't know what they're for, what is the use, and they live their storms inside of themselves, and they grow beyond them, regaining these lion steps. Only with these steps, they can go the rest of the way, whatever that means. So if you're in one of these moments, follow your heart. Always follow your heart. And if you don't know what your heart is saying, for those of you who are not getting guidance from your heart, or not listening, not feeling it, whatever you want to call it, then the first master is always present. And the first master is fear. So if you don't know what your heart is asking, just look at your fears, and they are pointing the way. If there's any way, it is through your fears. This is what impels you, in the last instance, to go back to the same old. So if you look at your life, you will see a map of your fears. They are there, and the decisions and things you have done is to go around these fears, not being exposed to them. Pussycat steps. And these fears remain, and the more you run from them, the more important they become to you, the more strength and power they hold on you. There will be a point where you cannot run anymore. And this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity. You are always, always stronger than anything that comes against you. The heart has infinite power. You are always stronger with these things that try to scare you, to keep you down. You just need to give the steps to see it. If someone comes to you and say, "Oh, you can do it, go, it is safe," this is robbing you the steps of the lion. But the worst thing to become a lion is that you lose your world that has been built to be a pussycat. So all these investments to be taken care and to be protected and loved and all of this becomes useless. And this is a problem. But you cannot move towards greatness, keeping your littleness with you. Lion steps. Lion steps.